Good morning, everyone. God bless you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. We're just going to get started with the stream here. Welcome to everyone that's just joining us in for the first time. You guys should be able to hear me. Just let me know in the chat if you guys are able to hear me well. You should be able to hear me. I'm going to just start our recording here. But yeah, excited to be here, guys. Excited to kind of go over a few things together, see what we can take a look at the market. I know it's Friday. So markets are kind of a little bit more, typically not as much volume in that sense, but let's take a look and see. You never know, we might be able to find something together, which is the most important thing. So let's take a look at here at gold overall. What are we seeing here? We can see that gold was kind of stuck within this range. We were anticipating, even since yesterday, that gold was going to give us a move to the downside. We did get this 1 hour closure here, which is nice. Now we do have an imbalance in the market, so I would say I'm definitely looking to short gold soon. I would just say let's just be patient. We do have to wait for the market to give us some sort of a retracement, but this could definitely be good short opportunities here on gold. I'm really liking how we kind of broke back into this range below this zone here, so I do like that. So this is most likely a higher probability that we could see a continuation back down. Like I said, for me, that little zone that you saw here, I said I wanted to see a closure above the highs of this range up here on the left hand side. So like a closure above this range high here, that would have given me a lot more confidence to be able to look for potential longs. And so we didn't obviously get that. We actually kind of broke back in, which is what I originally was looking at for gold sells. So now this looks pretty good, looks pretty healthy. What I would say is just wait for some sort of a retracement. Are we going to get that retracement right now within the session? Let's hope so. I hope, if anything, I'd like to see gold give us some sort of a retracement, at least before 10. If we can get some sort of a nice retracement and pull back before 10. I'm going to set my alerts here, chat, at 2029.587. That's kind of the zone that I want to be looking to probably short and get in. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm seeing overall, to be honest, here for gold. So we could, like I said, we could be definitely looking at good gold shorts. And yeah, that's what I'm looking at that for that. Let's look at GU. So GU, we were looking at potentially for shorts again. Then I kind of figured that this wasn't the greatest, price action overall. You could see it kind of went up, but then luckily it just continued to do its move down. So, I mean, it could just continue to go down, but I'm just not really liking the price action overall in GU. It's just, it's not the greatest. I'm not going to lie to you guys. It's not the greatest price action. So, but it is what it is. Give me 1 second here, chat. I'm also gonna let you guys know we've got 14 members here live with us, guys. Let's get it to a 14 likes, chat. If you guys want me to continue to come on here on the streams, give it a thumbs up. That way I can continue. It just motivates me to continue to come on here, guys. All right. Also just gonna share here. Okay, 1 second. We got Saeed. Welcome, Saeed. We got Rosha. Let's go. We've got Rael. What are you expecting? CAD would go up, or should I buy then? No, I mean, to be honest, even if CAD were to go up for whatever reason, I don't think CAD's gonna go up, to be honest. Although it is quite bullish, I don't think that CAD will go up. I think the news is gonna be bearish for CAD because it's already gone up enough. Like, we've already looked like to the upside for CAD, so there's needs to be some sort of a retracement. Now we were anticipating maybe it was going to break into the lows here, but we actually didn't end up getting that retracement. So it seems like it's just continuing. It's really bullish overall. But if we look at it from the higher time frame perspective, there needs to be a retracement, right? So, and not only that, the news that we're getting right now with unemployment, I think it is the news that we should be getting, the red folder, there's a higher probability that's going to be negative for the Canadian dollar. There's a higher probability there's probably going to be a lot of unemployment claims. I think it's unemployment claims, if I'm not wrong. No, it's not employment claims. It says employment change and unemployment rate. So either way, the unemployment rate is definitely going to affect the Canadian Canadian currency, depending on how that's going to result. And like I said earlier, there's a higher probability that the result may actually be negative because there's a lot, like right now, the Canadian economy isn't as strong as you'd think. And so definitely anticipating potential shorts from here. The thing is, it's just looking very, very bullish as of right now. So for me to be looking at sells, I'd like to at least wait for the market to give me some sort of a potential confirmation that that's the direction it wants to go. So let's just kind of look back here. Actually, let me go to the higher time frame here on the 4 hour. It's gonna be a little bit better. There we go. So if we look at it here, chat, so you guys see that that's a resistance high right here. What I would like to see is something similar. As long as price right now, we got 42 minutes for this 4 hour to close. If this 4 hour closes above, chat, then I'm not looking for the market to sell off, right? We got Rael. Okay, nice to be here. Thank you, my man. Thank you, appreciate it. We got Jorge Perez. Good morning, brother. Good morning, my man. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the stream. And so yeah, guys, like, you know, at the end of the day as well, I want you guys to learn, right, and understand kind of how I look at the markets. At least, you know, if you like the way I look at the markets, then, you know, then that's great, right? You guys are going to be able to use that to your advantage. So yeah. We got my man Jorge. Are you in any trade? No, my man, not at the moment. But there's one lining up for gold soon, and there's a couple other pairs that I'm looking at that look pretty decent, as long as it follows through with my rules. Sorry, guys, 1 sec. Okay, so that's what I'm anticipating with CAD JPY. Do you see what I mean? Like, this could be a decent short. The thing is, we need to see that it respects this zone. So I want to see how this 4 hour closes here. Dependent on that, plus with the news, then we can anticipate a nice retracement for CAD JPY, right? And, you know, it could potentially come in. I always actually usually tell you guys, I always tell you guys about manipulation during London, okay? Now, we were looking at potential sells. Now, hear me out. We didn't take it, obviously. Don't worry. But I didn't have it even triggered. We had it just below here because I said I wanted a closure below the lows, right? So we had a high and we wanted to create a new lower low below the previous higher low, right? And we didn't get that. And so during London or pre-London, before pre-London, it was just a range. And this is why I don't like to trade or leave trades during London, because the market will do this and then manipulate and then go the complete opposite direction. I'm telling you, the amount of times I've seen this happen is insane to me, which is crazy. So we just filled this imbalance here. There's a higher probability we could see GJ continue its move down. That's what I'm anticipating overall. But I'll definitely keep you guys updated as to what I'm anticipating for any of these pairs, really. So yeah. This is why it's important, guys, to stay away and not do like unless you're doing a swing trade and you have like a massive stop loss, but just keep this in mind that this manipulation happens time and time again during London session. I can tell you this because I've lived it through experience. We got rail. Okay, let's go to news and we know more. Exactly. You got it, my man. We have a clear vision as to what the markets are trying to tell us, essentially. Chat, by the way, guys, if you guys really enjoy the streams and you want me to continue to stay here and come on in the mornings and in the afternoons, guys, all I ask is that you give me a thumbs up, not because I want to see more likes, but also because it helps with the algorithm, right? And so the more you guys support the channel, the more it motivates me to continue to come on here, guys. So right now we've got 21 members. Let's get it to at least 21 likes, guys. So give it a nice thumbs up. And again, like I said, it just encourages me to continue to come on here. But yeah, wanted to kind of just let you guys know, and quick little reminder there, guys. If you guys have any questions as well, guys, we had a really good Q&A last night. So if you guys have any questions as well, guys, feel free to ask away. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to support you guys. Again, I'm not going to tell you guys I know everything because I'm just sharing with you guys what has worked for me. But yeah. Okay, let's take a look at Euro New Zealand. As we go down our list here, chat, we're doing this together, right? So that you guys can kind of have a better understanding of the markets and understand what we're potentially looking at here, chat, right? Now, if we look at Euro New Zealand, we can see that, you know, this was a beautiful sell opportunity set up here that we were potentially looking at. I think this was, we were looking at potential entries here, but I don't remember exactly how this was. I don't know if this was a swing trade setup. I don't know, or if we got in on this strong bearish candle. Either way, what are we looking at for now? So we've actually broken below this zone, which is kind of what we were also looking at because we have this weekly, daily, and 4-hour zone here of structure. And I always like to highlight them. For now, I just put like the line just to kind of differentiate what we're looking at. But overall, anticipating it to fill the imbalance, so anticipating the market to give us a retracement and continuation to the downside. So overall, everything looks pretty healthy. We kind of broke this upwards trend, went to the downside, retested, continued its move down. Again, like I said, I do believe that we may see a continuation of sells. We could probably even target these lows down here. So once we come up here, this would be a good high to sell and then continue the move down. We got Eddie. I'll give you a shot. Do you do gold? Yeah, I do gold, my man. Welcome to the family, by the way. I don't know if you're new, but I'm assuming you're new. But yeah, anyway, so this is kind of what we're looking at overall. I would just say just wait for the retracement. We could set an alert if you will. It's up to you guys. But to be honest, I don't think it's going to get triggered. I actually had an alert here, chat, so let me just move this alert down like there. Just because most likely it probably won't pull back on time because this is the 4-hour time frame, right? Okay, so let's continue. Let's continue on to the next pair here, chat, and we're gonna take a look at Euro Odd. Now, Euro Odd was one of these pairs that I really, I mean, I had some good luck with it. Like, no complaints. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's take a look and see. So during London session, it seems like we had this beautiful retracement back down. Now, if we look at it from the higher time frame perspective, we are still technically speaking bullish. And in fact, this daily ended up closing bullish above the previous highs, which indicates to me that there may be a higher probability of continuation to the upside. The question is how is this weekly going to close? Right? Are we going to continue this bearish movement, or are we going to get a final breakout side above the highs and start maybe retesting these highs up here, right? And if that is the case, right, then we may have quite the room to the upside from here, right? We have about 260 pips. So that's definitely something that we may be looking to continue that move to the upside, right? Now, going down to the smaller time frames, you know, the daily we're bullish, weekly we're bearish, daily we're bullish, and 4-hour technically right now we are bullish. So definitely, could we be looking at potential continuation to the upside? I think so. I think that could definitely be a possibility. What I would say is right now, where we're currently at right now, I would look for, I'm going to tell you what I would look for because I'm going to clear the charts here. I would definitely look for the market to you know, either range within this zone or just indicate the overall sentiment is changing, like the overall structure sentiment is changing here. So we could potentially look for buys here. But what I would like to see ideally, chat, is that we want to see an overall change in character, right? So we want to see a break outside of this zone, but we also want to see the market do what it has to do, right? Some sort of a shift of structure, essentially, right? So what could happen here is that we could see the market kind of range a little bit, then we see a breakout, wait for the retest and continuation of its upwards momentum. The reason why I say that is because the market's most likely going to pull back into the zone, fill the imbalance, right? Tap back down, create a double bottom, and then retest like this, or it could range, right? So there's two scenarios that could happen here, right? But the fact that we've already kind of respected the zone and we're reacting to it, and the fact that we've had this massive move to the downside indicates to me that there needs to be some sort of a retracement in the market. But also on the higher time frames, we could see that, okay, we have been creating higher highs and higher lows, and there's a higher probability once we go back up to the 4 hour that the market's going to respect this area of structure here, which it has in the past multiple times, right? So you can see right here, we have a little bit of an overlap here, but the fact that the market came here, reacted to the zone, spiked up, but it still ended up melting to the downside, indicates that it does react to this zone. Came up here, then retested it, and then went up. Came up here, retested it, then went down, right? So it's still an area that is respected, right? It's an area of structure that the market respects, right? So I'd like to see how this 4 hour closes. We've got about half an hour left for this 4 hour to close. If we do get like a doji on this 4 hour time frame, then that's definitely going to give me a little bit more confidence that, you know what, the momentum has died off and there's a higher probability the next candle will be bullish, filling and mitigating 50% of this imbalance here and potentially coming back down to continue its move up, right? So there's a lot to it, guys. I mean, there's a lot to trading. It's not just buying at support or selling at resistance. There's definitely a lot more variables when it comes to trading. However, when we have a strategy and plan, when we have a system that works, right, time and time again, that's where you really start seeing massive results, right? So let's go. Eddie, thanks. Yes, I am. That's amazing, bro. We got Jose. Let's go. Welcome, hermano. Welcome. Bienvenido. We got Jess. Hey, good morning. Welcome, Jess. Welcome. We got Style. Why did Euro USD pull that far before dropping after it break the low? I'm assuming you mean to Euro USD pull that far before dropping to 1.78. I don't know. Let's take a look. I don't know. I haven't Euro USD, like I kind of like I just did my own thing, like setting it and forgetting it, but like I'm assuming you're talking about why did you Okay, I see what you're saying. So the reason why Euro USD pulled back, again, everything has a reason and a purpose, right? The markets tend to move in waves, and the market moves is a very calculated market, right? It moves precisely. Now there's two things, right? Why the market might have done this. I'm going to clear the charts just to give you a little bit more clarity when I'm explaining this, chat. Two things. Euro USD tends to respect these zones. Sometimes it fills these larger moves like imbalances here in the market. You can see that there's an imbalance here in the market that most likely could get filled unless we get a change of character or a change of structure, right? And so what I mean by this is that I would definitely be looking for this imbalance over here on the left hand side to get filled if and then, right? We always want to be if and then the market continues its move up, right? And we get an actual break above these highs here, right? Now, why did the market pull back up to the zone? Well, here's where it had an original impulse, right? You could say that on the smaller time frame, this could definitely be an area of supply. Could be a possibility. I don't know. But the reason why most likely we saw the market pull back up here is because it needed to collect more orders for it to continue its move down, and whatever price action it's doing right now, because it's kind of like pretty choppy, I'm not gonna lie. But you know, that's why we saw that beautiful clean move or continuation move to the downside, right? And we saw the market slowly and gradually pull back up, created a doji here on the 4 hour time frame, then we saw a capitulation to the downside, right? So again, if we look to the left, that was an area in the past that the market gave us a massive reaction to the downside, okay? Okay, so we got Jess, we got Abe's. Let's go. We got Abe's. Shout out to Abe's. Let's get them likes up, people. Yes, yes, let's do it. Okay, so it seems like we've got gold. Look at oh yeah. We've got gold, we've got your USD kicking in here. It seems like what happened here with the news. So CAD's positive. CAD's positive, okay. So most likely it's going to continue to move up. Okay. 1 second here, chat. So let's continue to see what we're looking at here. Let's continue to see what we're looking at. So, yeah. So, I mean, it's like, I mean, it's positive. So what does this mean here? So let's see here. Kind of right. It's positive because it was less, surprisingly. I'm actually surprised, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm actually surprised. But either way, depending on how this 4 hour closes, which is in about half an hour, I love how we got this rejection here. It's a beautiful rejection. So if we get a closure below this line here, then there's a higher probability we could see it pull back. Okay. But I need a closure below this zone here. This resistance area needs to have a nice closure below this area, and then we can look to potentially short. Okay, so let's look at gold here. What's going on with gold? Oh, look at that. So now, see, this is crazy. Ooh. Okay. And technically too, guys, I'll be honest, I'm gonna stay away. This is brutal. Yeah, this is definitely brutal. Only thing I would say, chat, is let's just wait for a closure above high here, and then we get in on a pullback. That would be the only way I would get in. That's if it gives us the pullback, though. We've got a question here from Jess. May I know your thoughts on ETH? Yeah, let's take a look at ETH. Of course, I do crypto. I started on crypto. That's how I originally started. Except it sucks when they started regulating it here in Canada. So it is what it is. Can't trade it here in Canada anymore, technically, or I think it's harder unless I get like a VPN or something. Okay, so here's the deal. Definitely bullish. Let me see what was the all-time high, like 4 grand? Yeah, it was like 4 grand or something. Well, this was when I first started trading. To all this analysis, it's hilarious. I'm just gonna remove it though, because it's not letting me see my charts clean. Okay, so what are we looking at here, chat? So that monthly closed within this area here and created this doji. So I think we may just grabbing liquidity of the highs before it maybe gives us a pullback. There's an imbalance in the market that most likely will get filled. So we may be looking at your Ethereum short soon. So just keep that in mind. What I would say is just wait for the market to come up to these highs, give us some sort of a rejection of the highs. Then we can look to potentially short. But as of right now, I'm not looking for shorts because it's so bullish. Right? It's super bullish right now. So I wouldn't be looking for shorts. If anything, I would say just wait for the market to give us some sort of a rejection of these highs, right? And like I said, it may just grab more liquidity of these highs up here. And then once we see some sort of a change of overall sentiment, maybe, you know, creating lower highs or something like that, equal high here, right? Then it came down, broke below this low, continued its move down. That's what I would say. Just wait for the market to continue. Like, don't try and sell it here because you don't know if it's going to actually sell off here. Just wait patiently for it to just start giving you an overall change of character, right? Change of sentiment in the market, right? Once you start seeing a change of sentiment, then get in and then sell it, right? Because when you start trying to predict the moves and stuff like that, that's where you get hit hard. Yeah, so let's take a look here. Let's see what's going on with Dixie. So guys, honestly, I'll be frank with you. I don't know what's going on with the markets. I don't know if it's just the first week, but this has been pretty not the greatest. Let's put it that way. Like, there's been a couple wins and stuff like that you guys saw on the stream and even with my VIP students, but I don't know. I wish I could have an answer for you guys. I don't know what's going on. Like, I genuinely don't know what's going on. There's just a lot of manipulation. It's the beginning of the year, beginning of the week of the first month. Hopefully, February definitely will be a better month, but hopefully next week things will start kind of stabilizing a bit. Dixie's just been a pain in the butt lately, in terms of just like the overall direction, right? Like, it's just, if you look at it in terms of perspective, it just doesn't have a great sense of direction. It's still kind of bearish. I mean, yeah, I was like holding the support area here. Like, it to me is just consolidating. It just doesn't have a sense of direction, right? So a lot of people are just like, okay, well, we buy gold and then, oh no, we sell gold. And so it's like, there's no sense of direction and we're not getting anything here. So that's why it's best to, in order to just avoid losses, just sometimes to sit on the sidelines, and wait for a clear direction, right? Once we have a clear direction, I'm not saying necessarily it's going to be easier, but at least it's going to be definitely much more clean, right, for setups. So that is my best advice, guys. Chat, we've got 26 members here live with us, guys. Let's get it to 26 likes, guys. Let's go. Good old Dixie. Definitely think longer term, though, for Dixie, I think we're going to push the upside, to be honest. I do strongly believe that. We did kind of form here on the daily, I think it was, inverted head and shoulders. So I do think the market's most likely going to give us some sort of a reversal to the upside. We are just kind of technically retesting the neckline. So yeah, that's something that I definitely do think is going to happen here for Dixie. But overall, guys, like, you could see just how clean and healthy, you know what I mean, the market back in August of last year, like clean, like bullish, right? Boom, came down, retested. Okay, now we're kind of in a consolidation. Now we broke the lows. Now we retested. There's an imbalance here. Market gets full. Now we're selling, right? So it's just like, you could just see overall the price action's clean, right? But right now for Dixie, you can see that it is holding at this support. It's just, it needs to tell us like what's going on here, right? A clear direction. We got Chica. Thank you so much for your breakdowns. By the way, guys, shout out to TP. She's actually in my VIP. In my VIP group, she's one of my students, and very, very proud of her and how far she's come when it comes to like analyzing and reiterating what I'm saying in the charts. So huge shout out to her. She's doing this for the community. So if you guys are noticing that she repeats what I say, basically, like, you know, she's basically kind of reiterating what I'm seeing here on the charts, right? Okay, so let's continue on here. We got Jess. Okay, I understand. Thank you. I forgot. Yeah, in Canada, honestly, you help me see the charts when it's not clear to me. Thank you. No problem. No problem. That's what I'm here for. That's what I'm here for, guys. Like I said, like, we're a community, right? We're here to support each other. And like I said, I'm not saying that my way is the right way. There's billions of ways you can trade the markets. I'm telling you. I'm just sharing with you guys what has worked for me. And I hope it blesses you guys. I genuinely do. From the bottom of my heart, I hope it blesses you guys one way or another. Maybe my whole strategy might not be what you're looking for, but maybe a piece of my strategy might be that missing piece of your puzzle, right? It's just how it is. Like, I've had students that have joined my VIP, and it's literally like, bro, I literally just needed your analysis. Like, or bro, I literally just needed to see how you look at entries. Like, just like that, right? And then it's just... So that's what I like about it, the diversity aspect, right? You don't have to trade like me, but actually use whatever I share, and if it works for you and it helps you out, then that's the most important thing. Let's look at AUDJPY. Let's see what's going on with AUDJPY. AUDJPY, holy smokes. Okay, so AUDJPY is really bullish here. Really bullish here, AUDJPY. Was anticipating to reject into my golden zone, and it's actually even closed above it here. So this is not looking too good. But again, either way, this is not something that I've told you guys to enter, so don't worry. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking at here, chat, to be honest. I'm looking at... I don't like how this closed bullish, guys. I really don't. It really depends on how this one closes, chat. We've got 4 minutes. Sorry, 4 minutes. We've got 17 minutes left for this 4 hour to close. If this 4 hour closes above that supply zone, then frick, that's done. Like, it's not going down. Or I mean, it may, but it may be stuck in a range for a long time, right? Because it's going into this range area here, and typically this replicates over here on the right hand side. I'm not saying always, but for the most part, it does, right? We got Daily Gorina. Let's go. Good morning. Let's USD sure. Let's take a look at him, my man. Would you look at that? Almost got triggered here. Price went exactly as expected from previous live streams. Like I told you guys, price was going to pull back in here, then potentially continue to move up, right? Look at my analysis. Price to pull back outside of this consolidation, tap into this zone. Look at this, guys. Almost to the T. Look at that wick. It almost triggered it by like a pip. Less than a pip. Almost triggered my line. Right? So, again, honestly, guys, to be honest, I don't want to deal with it. Like, this is just brutal to me. This is just brutal price action. It's not clean. It's not clean. And this is not the way I like it. The only thing I could tell you guys as an advice or a tip, when the markets are like this, just grab snippets of the market. Grab snippets. Don't focus on long-term trading, swing trading, because you're going to get wrecked. Not only that, even intraday trading. If you get 20 pips out of the market, good. Take the 20 pips. Don't freaking be greedy and try and take 80 pips, 100 pips. Because honestly, when the markets are like this and they're unstable, just your goal is not to catch the entire move. Your goal is to catch a piece of the market, right? That's your end goal, because at the end of the day, catching that piece of the market will get you profitable. It's just, that's my 2 cents. Especially at the beginning of the year, especially when the markets are still being stubborn like this, which is crazy. We got TP. Thanks, Pedro. Always giving back to the community. You know how it is, Chica. Just doing the best that I can. I try. Put 50 SMA to chart, and we'll do the 20 because that's how you used to trade. Yes. So part of the way I used to trade a lot before was with my 20 and the 50, and I still use it, to be honest. And I find that it's just like my holy grail essentially. I love using them, but I focus on market structure first, just so that you don't get confused. So again, let's just start fresh because this chart just looks so messy right now. Odd USD was looking at potential sells, but look at this, it would have knocked us out. Thank God I didn't enter. Again, by the way, guys, this was just an example. Look at this. This is our golden zone. Price came up to our golden zone gradually, and then all of a sudden, look, would have knocked us out. So thank God I'm not trading. I didn't take any positions or anything like that. I'm gonna delete. Let me just start fresh because this is just crazy. Like, look at the manipulation, guys. Like, what is this? Right? So anyways, what I was gonna tell you guys is, yeah, I really like the 50 and the 20. I do find that they work really well. The 200 is good too, because the 200 is good for like kind of understanding the overall direction of the market. But I already know usually the direction of the market. I can always kind of figure that out on my own. But I like the 50 and the 20 because this one kind of really helps you kind of know where the market's finding its areas of support or resistance. And so it just kind of gives you that extra added confluences. But it does, and it's pretty decent for like potential entries and stuff, right? So like, for example, I'll give you just an example. Like, let's say right here, right? We saw the market come back here. It gave us an impulse to the upside. If you look at the moving averages, we're way down here. For the most part, we have an imbalance in the market, right? What do we have here? We have a beautiful area of resistance. So we have a couple different added confluences. Where could we target for price? Well, this would be my next target area for price, right? And so what I would look for is potential buy positions down here. Why? Well, because my moving averages are way down here, okay, number one, right? And that's what I'm saying. They're usually like a nice little magnet that they hold as support. This is a nice area of structure. This is the next area of structure that I want to target. Most likely I want the market to pull back into this zone and give me a continuation to the upside, right? Now let's wait and see what happens. I'm just going to delete that just so it looks cleaner. And like I said, just target the highs of the range here. Again, this is just for example purposes. I'm not saying I actually took this trade or whatever, but just for example purposes, we could do it at the bottom, keeping the stop loss at the bottom of the zone. We could do it a little, or maybe a little bit more tighter, 6 pips or something. Let's just play this out slowly, see what happens. It comes into that zone, taps into it. See, it fills the imbalance here, chat. So you would have been triggered. Look at the moving average here. Look at the 20 moving average, right? It holds it as support, right? Now let's play this out. Bam. So take profit would have been smashed in this case. But even if it were to retest this area, do you see how it just the SMA just holds it and then boom, spikes up, right? But do you see how the SMA just holds price up nicely? That's why I personally like using it. Again, it's worked wonders for me in the past, but I don't fully just depend on that. It just gives me that extra added confluence, right? That's it. But for me overall, what really helped my trading overall was just basic market structure. So just understanding like, okay, this is a range. Okay, this is an area where, you know, once we break outside of this range, we break and retest it. We come back into the zone, next area. You know what I mean? Type of thing. Like, that's really what helped me, chat, to be honest. Like, I'm just being honest with you guys. And it really kind of helped me take my trading to the next level. Now, what do I see here? I mean, well, it really depends. Are we bullish or bearish on the higher time frame? Because if I'm looking to buy, but the overall trend is bearish on the higher time frame, then I don't recommend that, right? But if we look at it here, chat, it seems like we've created kind of like a double bottom here on the 4 hour. So we might come up, break above this resistance area high. And yeah, I mean, we could look for a retracement and continuation of buys, right? Because maybe price is trying to target this imbalance in the market right over here, right? This imbalance right there, right? Maybe that's the overall target, right? That's where I have the alert. So, you know, we have to look at the market from all different kind of points of views and kind of come to that one conclusion. You got it. You got it. Chica, you got it. Yeah. That's kind of what you want to focus on there. And again, right, that's one of the many ways I look at the markets, because like I have a couple different strategies, couple different ways I look at it, right? Like I have a breakout strategy, different way I trade, and then I have other break and retest, right? Supply and demands, like it's just, and it's not just like, oh, just okay, so this is like a supply right here, this is an order block right here, I'm gonna, you know, when the price comes up here, I'm gonna sell. No, there's a lot more confluences and confirmations that you need to look for in order to obviously build something that's gonna be successful, right? With, you know, oh, look at that. This is why we wait for closures, right? Like if you would have been looking for buys, we needed a closure. This was an immense amount of liquidity, guys. Like what the heck is going on here? That was like, price was literally down here. That was an 85 pip liquidity grab. Now it's going to the downside. Like what the heck is going on here? Wow. Honestly, I do think that it could definitely tap into the zone, but I don't want to get into these markets. This is way too unstable. We got 7 minutes left for the closure. We don't even know. We don't even know if the market, I'll tell you this, the market could easily do one or two, say, come up here and close above here and do what I said here. Or the market could literally do something like this where it closes here, inverted like that, and then all of a sudden it goes up like this. Right? Yeah. Don't like it. All right, guys. So I don't know. Hopefully next week, not hopefully, next week will be a blessed week, guys. I'm telling you how it is. February is going to be a blessed month, and we just have to be patient too, because it's a new month, guys, right? First week of the month after not the greatest price action for January, right? We closed above the highs here on NZD JPY. So, and that was on the 4-hour time frame. We've got 8 hours obviously left for the daily. The daily close above, we could get still that retracement even back down to these lows. So keep that in the back of your mind. This could be definitely good buying opportunities. With the weekly's bullish, the daily's bullish, and the 4-hour. Remember, I told you guys once it breaks above here, it's going to be bullish as well. So yeah, the only difference here is that we just didn't get the retracement, but the overall direction is to the upside. Because like I said, once we break above the highs, yesterday I told you guys, once we break above the highs here, the 4-hour is going to flip bullish. So all time frames are kind of going in sync in the same direction. But even if with a closure here, like if and then there's an imbalance in the market that most likely will get filled or purged. So that I do think that the market may come down, you know, kind of even 50% of the zone. Maybe there's like an area. See, look, that's an area right there, right? Maybe that's like a 1-hour area structure, right? And this is on the 4-hour. It's still an area structure. So definitely could see the market give us, you know, a nice retracement. And then I'd be looking definitely for buys next week for NZD JPY. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at so far. We got Ego Pink. Gold is a big bully this morning. Laugh out loud. 100%. Gold has a mind of its own. I've always said this over and over and over. Gold has a mind of its own. It's just crazy. But yeah, I think this is going to look pretty decent, chat, for next week. So I'm going to set an alert probably right here. Just to start monitoring it once it gets down here to that level, 91.515. I'm going to be looking at setting an alert there, chat. Definitely looking for NZD buys next week. All of next week, that's going to be good. What's going on with AUD USD? Let's take a look at AUD USD here, chat. Oh yeah, so we already covered this one. AUD USD anticipating it to pull back here. If it breaks above the highs, we're definitely filling the imbalance here, which you could see fair value gap right there. But right now, don't really see anything other than maybe it pulling back down, looking at potential buys, but not for today, probably for next week for sure. Euro JPY, what are we looking at Euro JPY? So Euro JPY is, yeah, like, I mean, we have this inverted head and shoulders that I called since down here. Look at my analysis, right? Look at this. I've called it since when we were way down here and it wasn't even formed yet. So everything's gone in our direction so far. I was anticipating a pullback. It seems like we're not getting the pullback. I have the alert set. Look at this. I have the alert for the pullback to potentially short it, but it seems like it's quite bullish. So if it just continues to go higher, then we might just get a continuation to the upside. What I would say, chat, is that we analyze and see if we get a break of the highs here. We're stuck in this range. If we do get a break of the highs, then we're definitely running up to the next resistance high area, which could be up to potentially about 77 pips. So this could be another decent setup. Yeah. You just gotta wait patiently though. Chat, can you believe we're almost at 7,000 family members, 7,000 subscribers on our YouTube and our family, guys. So welcome to everyone that's just joining us here for the first time as well. Just a reminder, guys, we're live twice a day, Monday through Friday. So take advantage, make sure your notification, your post bell little notification is activated. And when you click on that little bell icon, make sure you click all notifications, okay? That way you don't miss out on the live streams, but also don't miss out on any video content that I pull out. I've got a video explaining, I think it was it USD CAD win that we had? Or CAD, yeah, USD CAD win. I was going to pull it out yesterday, but still not done with the editing and stuff. Been focusing a lot on the live stream aspect of things, but going to probably most likely pull it out today. So keep a lookout on that. Like I said, a new video coming out for that. So yeah. And if you're new to the family as well, like let's say it's your first time here watching the stream, come say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're just joining us from, like what country. All right, let's take a look at US 30. It seems like the team wants to look at US 30. Let's take a look at it. Let's go. So again, should I repeat myself? You can see that the market ended up going in our direction here. Again, I got the direction pretty spot on. We didn't get the full pullback here to this zone down here. That's fine. But the overall direction was pretty spot on. I'd like to see how 930 open is, to be honest. I don't really like that massive wick that it's creating or forming, but that obviously has to do with the US dollar. Lots of just manipulation overall, chat, to be honest. I don't really see anything that really attracts me, anything that looks good for potential entries. Even if we go down to the smaller time frames here, chat, I would say maybe, yeah, I mean, like nothing really catches my attention here. Yeah. Give me 1 second here, chat. Yeah, I would say let's wait and see 930 open, but I do think it'll do what I'm anticipating here, pull back here and then continuous move. There you go. See, look at that massive wick rejection on the 30-minute. I think it's going to give us a steeper pullback, or there's two scenarios: steeper pullback here and continuation up, or it may fill the wick to the upside. So we're gonna have to wait and see what happens though. Guys, also let me know in the chat if you guys have any questions. Any questions on the chat, let me know. Give me 1 second here, chat. Not sure what's going on here. There we go. Okay, see how it's pulling back there, chat? Do you see that? Now let's see how it reacts to the zone here. So this is kind of my next zone that I'm going to be interested in here for US 30. I want to see how it reacts to the zone. We may be looking at buys for 9:30 open. But yeah, that's so far what I'm looking at. Let's see how it reacts though. All right, guys, so I'm just going to read through the comments here. TP, why does price get pulled up and down like that? Want to know what actually is going on with the movement of price and wicks. So it's kind of hard to explain all over like the live stream, Chica, which like, you know, when it comes to this, like just to give you a shorter answer or explanation of this, like you have to understand that in this case, like there's a lot of manipulation. Like the market is moved by, you know, buy and sell orders, right? So there's a lot of people that are looking to buy at this point. They're trying to push price up, right? The bulls are trying to push price higher, and then the bears try to come back in. But overall, the sentiment, we know that that's to the upside, right? When we get wicks, that just means that that's just showing you the history in the past. So this is where price went. Sorry, I don't know why that's in the way there. This just shows that this was the highest point currently where price went up to. And then this rejection indicates that, you know what, it didn't want to continue its move up, right? Because if we get, let's say this wick would have been an actual full body closure, right? If this wick would have been a full body closure, then to me, yeah, we're going to get, regardless, we're going to get most likely a retracement, right? But to me, overall, it's still going to indicate that most likely, you know what, that's bullish. That's where the bulls want to go, right? That's the higher probability that most likely the market wants to continue its move to the upside, right? And so that's why the markets tends to form these candle formations where, you know, it grabs liquidity, knocks out a bunch of, you know, stop losses or whatever. But not only that, but it also just indicates that, hey, you know what, we're trying to push price higher or whatever, but let's move price higher because in reality, we want to manipulate the market and continue its move down, right? Like there's a lot more to it, but just a shorter explanation of it. Essentially, that's why you'll see the markets form these wicks, form these manipulations. Also, it has to do with economies too, right? Like the US dollar does tend to affect these types of instruments, right? Like especially like gold or, you know, like S&P 5, you know, all these different instruments in the markets are affected by the US dollar, right? And although they are like, yes, let's say they're US companies and stuff like that, they are still affected by the economy, right? And so by the US economy. So those are things that really kind of make what price moves, right? When we have liquidity in the markets, this is liquidity that kicks in, right? And so the bulls are trying to push price higher, but they're indicating otherwise, right? And so, you know, I think personally right now we could see US 30 tap back into this zone here. Sorry, one sec. tap back into this zone here, right? And then give us a retracement back up. We are creating higher highs and higher lows. We were kind of in this range here for the longest time, right? So yeah, that's kind of my little 2 cents. Again, like there's a lot more to it, but I'm just trying to explain it in a more simplified approach. We got Kenneth. Do you trade S&P 5? Yes, I do. I do look at S&P 5. Give me 1 second here. There we go. Okay. Oh, this is good. Okay, so let's take a look at S&P 5 here for my man Kenneth. Let's go chat. By the way, we've got 35 members here live with us. Let's get it to, let's try and reach 40 likes, chat. If you guys are enjoying the stream so far, let's get it to 40 likes. Okay, so let's take a look at S&P 5. Like I said, we were stuck in this range. That's why I kind of highlighted these zones here. There's an imbalance in the market. I do feel the imbalance will most likely get filled. So I do see the market pulling back. Sorry, 1 sec, wrong tool here. I do see the market pulling back and giving us a continuation to the upside. If we go up to the 1 hour, let's see. Yeah, so I do think that that could be a possibility. Even on the 4 hour, we got a bullish 4 hour closure. Even though we have that wick there, we could still see even a wick be formed, and then it flips bullish, right? So that's my 2 cents. I do think that it's going to fill this imbalance, form a wick, bottom wick here, and this 4 hour could flip bullish, right? And so yeah, that's what I think is going to happen here for S&P 5. We are creating higher highs, higher lows. We were stuck in kind of this little break consolidation zone. We broke above it, retested it, and we're looking for buys. Okay. All right, guys. Cal, hello, Pedro. How many percentage does the market fill the imbalance in your opinion? To be honest, bro, I'll be honest, like it doesn't always fill it right away. So, I mean, it's really a 50-50 to be honest, I find. But for the most part, I'd say it's about 60% of the time. About 60% of the time, these imbalances are filled. The market does tend to pull back, but I find that these imbalances are filled on the smaller time frames. So about like 60 to 70% of the time, they'll fill it on the smaller time frame more than on the higher time frame. The higher time frames, it does fill these imbalances. It's just it takes some time to get there. So if there's an imbalance in the market, there's a higher probability that the market eventually, like if we go up to the 4 hour time frame, eventually the market will fill this imbalance. When most likely when the market comes down and starts shifting its overall direction to maybe give us a steeper pullback, similar to what we saw here, chat, like where we had a steeper pullback here, and all it was really doing is literally tapping into this imbalance over here, or even this imbalance over here, right? So it's just like there's a higher probability that soon, I'm not saying now, but there's a probability that eventually we'll get a retracement like this, which will be a steeper pullback, you know, filling these imbalances over here on the left hand side, right? We've got beautiful imbalance here that most likely price will come down and mitigate, and then eventually either continue its bullish move to the upside or wherever the direction it wants to go, right? But I hope that answers your question, right? So like I said, on the higher time frames, it takes a little bit longer, and that's the thing. We don't know necessarily when it's going to fill the imbalance, but for the most part, price always tends to fill it. Okay. I hope that kind of answers your question there, guys. And like I said, right, always focus on market structure. This is the 4 hour time frame. What are we doing? We're creating what? Higher highs, higher lows, right? Higher high, higher low, right? Higher high, and so on. So we're looking for buys. It's that simple. Keep it simple, guys. Don't overcomplicate it. Trust me. Don't overcomplicate it, right? And that's why I do these live streams, guys. Twice a day, because I know a lot of you guys are from all over the world. Our family's growing, like, you know what I mean? We're all, like, I know everyone's different time zones and stuff like that. So I try to, you know, do the best that I can, right? And like I said, for now, it's literally what I'm trying to focus on, right? For you guys, right? So We got Chica here, or more like a mushroom. Fair value gap's like a star in Mario Kart. Literally. Literally. That's hilarious. I like how you put that into perspective. All right, we've got a question here from Real. What do you think about CAD JPY? It has come down. Let's take a look at CAD JPY, my man. Let's take a look at it. Okay, so 4 hour closed above the previous highs. Remember, it's a zone, so we have to keep that in mind. I'd like to see how the daily closes. There's definitely an imbalance in the market. What I would say is, yeah, at the end of the day, it really just depends on this daily closure, to be honest. I would personally wait for the daily closure. I wouldn't sell here, guys, just yet, because it's a Friday, and I really don't like ideally looking, unless it's like a higher probability setup. I don't like to trade on Fridays. The only way I would say I would look for sells is once we break this low here. So this is the 1 hour. If we break this low here, chat, what I want to see is a break of the lows, wait for it to retest, and then we can short it. That would be the only way I would enter this trade. Right? So there you go. I gave you my 2 cents here. Once we break this low here, chat, then yes, I'd be looking at potential sells here. And you might say, okay, well, we missed the move. No, not at all. We're just waiting for confirmation. We're being responsible with our trading. I would like to just see the market indicating to me, because we'd still be technically selling at the highs of this area of structure. So we'd still be selling at a good point, right? To do it like a 20 pip stop and then just target the lows. Like I would say even target like TP1 would be kind of like here, like 37 pips. That's solid. Like that's all you really need, right? And then you could target the lows here, 70 pips, right? This is what I'm looking at for CAD JPY. Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Let's take advantage of the Q&A that we're doing right now, guys. If you have any other questions, just ask away in the chat. Let's get it to, we're almost at 40 likes, chat. We're at 29 likes right now. We've got 40 members. And if you're new as well, come say hi. Also, make sure you guys follow me on my Instagram. It's a new page. I'm doing a giveaway soon. So if you guys don't want to miss on the giveaway, make sure you guys go follow me. You can follow me by clicking the link in the video description below, or at the top of the live stream, you'll see my username right there. This is pedrofx. So make sure you guys go follow me on there and come say hi. Tag me in a post. Okay, so guys, I'm going to most likely just stop the recording here. I'm going to most likely just leave this here. Like I said, it's Friday. We want to take things easy. It was the first week of the month, right? I'm probably going to leave it on CAD JPY. We'll see what we could potentially see for JPY. But yeah. Chica, I love putting things into perspective. Asset learning. You got it. That's literally it. We're always continuously learning and improving our strategy as best as we can and our focus on the markets, right? Like we want to approach the markets with the right mindset, right? You want to be numb, right? You don't want to approach it with like, if you're making wins, oh yeah, I'm making one. No, it's like, you want to have like this like non-emotional approach to the markets, because that's what's going to help you not be affected, right? Not be affected by a loss, not be affected by a win, not let your wins get to your head, right? All these things will definitely contribute to your success, right? So okay, where was the other okay, here it is. All right, chat. So like I said, definitely looking for the market to give us that opportunity. We just have to patiently wait. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it here. I will update you guys if anything, but for the most part, I will update also my VIP students. So if you guys want to take the exact same trades I take, make sure you guys check out my VIP Inner Circle. You can become an Inner Circle member and take advantage of the discount that I've got going on, because prices will be going back up to regular price. So yeah, if you want to become a member, you can click the link below and I'll see you guys on the other side. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. And it's not just copying the exact same trades I do, but also learning, right? Learning why I'm looking at the markets, why I'm entering at that position, etc. I'm just going to move this over. There we go. Do it like that. And like I said, we may be looking at sells if we're able to break the low on the smaller time frame, or we're gonna have to wait and see what happens. Something like this. Yeah, something like that. We got Daily Garina. Thank you. No problem. No problem, man. Anytime. We got Gaming Lock. Sir, can I join your VIP and earn money? Absolutely. Like, the whole goal of the VIP is for you to learn and earn money, but also to earn. So to learn and earn at the same time, right? So it's not just about earning the money, but it's also learning how to trade, learning how I see the markets, also being a part of a tighter community, which is like, you know, of like-minded individuals, right? So these guys are like, we have people that are beginner level, people that are more advanced, right? And so you're able to ask those questions. Maybe you have doubts, whatever it is, right? So the community in our VIP is huge. I think the value in that alone is huge. My analysis, right? The monthly Zoom calls that I do with my students, all these things add up to the value that you get. But yes, like obviously taking the trades as well and making money from the trades is a big factor. But yeah, that's my best advice. If you're looking to learn and earn at the same time, check out my VIP. The link is in the video description below. Right now I have a massive discount for a yearly. We removed the lifetime, so we no longer offer the lifetime membership. However, if you are really dead serious about joining in and you want to consider the lifetime membership and you want to just join in for life and take advantage of it instead of paying a monthly, reach out to me, send me a DM through Telegram. I'll see what I could do for you. I might open up like 2 or 3 spots for the lifetime membership, but that's exclusively limited, just because, like I said, you know, the price plans that we're focusing on right now is just the monthly and the yearly memberships. No more lifetime memberships. I've got quite a few lifetime members and I think it's great, but yeah, that's kind of our focus, the direction of the company where we're going here, and we want to be able to provide as much value as we can and be able to help people as much as we can, right? So yeah, that's basically it, guys. But yeah, appreciate you all. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. But yeah, we got Hassan. Good morning, bro. Good morning, my man. Yes, Gaming Lock. Yes, it's the same thing as learning and earning. You got it. Saeed, let's go, my man. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Gaming Lock has your accuracy. That is, again, you'll be able to determine it over time. You guys have been able to see it on my live streams, right? And again, I'll be honest with you as well too. You're not always going to win. Like, there's no 100% win rate. No trader has that, and whoever says that is lying to you, right? And you also get what you pay for too, guys, right? So if you guys see, for example, like other groups or whatever, and they're like, for the most part, that are cheaper or like charging really cheap, you get what you pay for, right? And sometimes a lot of them are scammers. A lot of them are people that don't even know how to trade, right? So these things you have to consider, right? It's like the same thing with like our cars, right? When we take our cars, we like a lot of German cars, right? My wife, she has the Mercedes. We have the BMW, right? If I take my BMW to Jiffy Lube or to Economy Lube, you get what you pay for. Yes, it's cheap at the moment, but then afterwards I have problems with the car. You know what I mean? I'd rather just pay the $400 or the $300 oil change, right? Take it straight to Mercedes or take it to an actual German shop and get it done properly, and I have that peace of mind. I'm paying for their knowledge because they know how to actually properly change the oil filter. They know how to properly maintain the car, right, and not make a mistake, than for me to take it to a shop that will probably change and put full synthetic for 80 bucks, right? So it's just, I'd rather pay the $300-400 and have that peace of mind, right? Knowing that you're getting the right information, knowing that you're getting taught by the right person. I think that's the biggest thing, and that applies with everything in life, guys, right? I'm not saying necessarily just because of our group that we have, our inner circle group, or no. I'm just talking in general, right? In general, always think about it that way, right? If you're painting your home, you're doing something, always think it's better for me to pay a little bit more, but I know that paying this little extra will actually make a difference, right? So yeah, that's my 2 cents, my 2 tips, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all for all the love and support. I will see you guys on Monday at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, we are live twice a day, every single day. And so yeah, guys, I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys next time. I'll leave the charts here. If anything happens, I will update this chart as we go, so feel free to stay or leave the chart on running. But if you guys want to, like, if you're curious and you guys want to follow me overall, like what I'm doing, what I'm up to and everything, like I said, I have a TikTok account. I'm somewhat active on it, but the only account, if you're curious, like what's Pedro up to, the account I'm always active on is obviously YouTube, but Instagram. So go follow me on there. You can watch my reels, you can watch my stories and see what I'm up to during the weekends and stuff like that. So yeah, and how can you follow me? Again, it's at the top or in the video description below to follow me on Instagram, guys. Thank you so much, and God bless you guys, and have a blessed weekend, okay? Bye for now.